Hey guys! So this is going to be my April favorites, and I have been trying out so many new products, and so far I've loved them all. I'll just start right in. So the first thing that I have is my foundation brush that I got at Ulta, and this is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And this is by a YouTuber named Samantha Chapman, and she's part of the channel Pixie Woo. And I love this brush. Usually brushes that I have, regular foundation brushes, they'll get very, usually they'll get very streaky when there's any liquid foundation on here and you don't clean it off. Then, for instance, this MAC brush one, if you get too much product on it and you don't clean it off, it will start to separate like this, and then you'll get streaks on your face. But with this one, it's so dense that it doesn't get that way, and it's very soft. It's really good quality, and also the bottom is really thick, so you can just stand it up straight and you don't even need a brush holder. So yeah. The next thing that I have been loving lately, which I got this at Rite Aid, and they were having 50% off all Wet n Wild products, so I decided why not. And then so I got the Wet n Wild Coverall foundation, and this is a cream foundation, as it says here, and this is my favorite stuff. I have the Revlon Colorstay Whipped foundation, and I like this so much more. I think this gives better coverage, and I feel like it stays on just as long as the Revlon Whipped one, and this one has more product also. This has 1 ounce, and the Revlon Whipped one has 0.8 fluid ounces. So you're getting more product, more coverage, and it's a better price also. The Revlon Whipped is $12 at Target, and this is, I think, about $4, and then so I got it for like $2.50 or something like that. So this is amazing. The next thing that I have been loving is also, I got this at Rite Aid when they were having the sale, and this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blusher in Pearlescent Pink. And so this is really pretty, and so that's what it looks like. I'll do a little swatch for you. There you go. You see, I only swiped it twice, and this much pigmentation came off, and so this is really lovely, and it has some gold shimmer in it and a little bit of, I can see some silver shimmer. It's very pigmented, so have a light touch with it. And the next thing that I have been loving is the Palladio Green Concealer, and this is what it looks like. And this is just in a lipstick form, and so it's a very soft and creamy, and since it's green colored, it will cancel out any redness that you have on your face. So I use this on little pimples that I have, little zits. So, and the next thing that I have is I've really been loving this, and I actually have had this for like 4 months now, and this is the CoverGirl NOLA Simply Ageless Eye Concealer, and I'm in the lightest shade because I'm really white, really white, not tan at all. So, and this is in color 205, and it has a more moisturizing layer in it, which is the white. It comes in like a swirl in the beginning, and then once you dab into it a couple of times, it turns into that. But I've made quite a dent in it, not even close to finishing it though. So it's tons of product. It's 0.3 ounces, which is a lot for an under eye concealer, but it's very lightweight but full coverage. I do have to do 2 layers of it though, because I have very bad under eye circles. So yes, And I use this with my fingers. A lot of people I've heard use brushes, concealer brushes. I feel like I get the most pigmentation with my fingers, so that's what I use. And the next thing that I have is my face concealer, and this is the Physicians Formula Conceal RX. And this is in the color Fair Light, which is because I like lighter concealers also. And this in particular was on sale also at I think it was CVS, and it was 40% off all Physicians Formula products. So this is usually, I think, around $11 or something like that, and I got it for $4. So it's it's not a very thick consistency, it's just the right amount of consistency, and it covers really well. I love maximum strength concealers, like the Glamouflage Hard Candy one, but this is way too light for me right now. I have it in ultra light, way too light for my pimples and everything. I don't want my face to be really white. So I use this, and it's perfect because they have, I think, 3 different shades, and then they have a green one. So I love this. And then the next thing that I have is the Color Icon bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. And this is a bronzer, but I use it as a highlight. And as you can see, it is pretty chalky. Anytime I dip into it, it does get a little bit all over the place, but it's very subtle and not shimmery. I mean, it is shimmery, but it's not too overwhelming. And so that's what it looks like. Yeah, so it's nice and shimmery, and there's a lot of product in this also. Like, this is the size of my palm, or a little bit bigger. So this is $5, and yeah, lots of product in there, so that's good. And the next thing that I have is the Benefit High Beam, and I'm pretty sure everyone's heard a lot about this. This is a deluxe sample size because I got this little sample set of different Benefit products at Ulta, and it was only $12, and it literally had a little Hoola bronzer, a That Gal primer, a whole bunch of stuff. And so I really wanted to try this but not get the giant size because I think that's too much product for me, because I'm not going to use this every day for the rest of my life. So yes, so I will swatch this for you. It is a pink champagne color, and it's really, really pretty. So it's the one on the top there. Probably can't see that, yeah. But it's liquid also, so that's nice. If you want it to stay on longer, this is perfect. And yeah. And the next thing that I have is the e.l.f. eyebrow kit, and this is in the color medium, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, I've used a lot of it. I don't really like the powder though, because when I put on my eyebrow gel, it actually comes off completely, which that is a downside, but if you just use the wax, it stays in place. So I use the little brush here, and yeah, it has a little tiny mirror, so if you ever need to fix up your eyebrows, you can do that. I don't take this to school though, because I don't really need to touch up my eyebrows all the time. I do have pretty thick eyebrows usually, and I haven't used any product on these. I only use this when I overpluck sometimes or something like that. So yeah, and it's very compact, very small, which is really nice. And did I say it was $1? I think it's only $3, which is still pretty darn good for an eyebrow kit. So the next thing that I have is my setting powder that I've been using every day, and this is the Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder by Rimmel, And as you can see, I've used a lot of it. And this lasts for a very long time. This is in the color 001 Translucent. And I absolutely love this. It stays on forever, keeps you matte forever. I don't have particularly oily skin, but it definitely keeps me matte, which I love. I love matte. I don't really like dewy all the time. So, yes, and it makes your skin look very natural, very clean, very good. Good. Okay. And so the next thing that I have is something that my mom actually got me, and she has the Emphasize Tarte Inner Eye Brightener, which is like a nude color that's supposed to stay on all day, and she actually got this one, the Scandalized Rimmel Waterproof Eyeliner, and then this is in the color 005 Nude, and she didn't like this as much as the Tarte one, but I was like, I'm not spending any money on that Tarte one. It's like $20 or something like that, which is crazy. This is $6, and it is amazing. I'll swatch it for you. It's very, very creamy. It's very brightening on the inner eyes. If you put it in your waterline right there, it looks fantastic. Makes your redness of your eyes go away at the bottom right there, so then you look more brightened and awake. And the next thing that I have is the e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. Now, this is kind of dirty because I do use it for my eyebrows. I do not use it for my eyelashes at all. It does nothing. I've tried it before. It does nothing for your eyelashes. I use it as a clear brow gel, and they're the same formula on each side, just different brushes, so I don't think it really matters which side you use first or last or whatever. So it is just a regular clear brow gel. It is $1 at Target. $1. Fantastic quality. Stays on all day. Kinda, if you put too much on, it'll make you feel plasticky on your eyebrows, but if you put a little, it keeps them in place all day. So the next thing that I have is this brow shaper, and you can get these at Target. I got mine at Target. It comes in a pack of 3, and they are just little tiny razors, and you have to use them at an angle, and you can shape your brows. I always get like a little bit of unibrow right there, and I do not like a unibrow. So I just use this really fast, and then I get a mustache sometimes, which is bad, but I shave it with this. People say that it will come back more black, more coarse. It does not. Not with this. This is specially made for your face so that none of that happens. And it's perfect because I usually use like Nair face cream or something to like burn it off. Hurts me like no other. It hurts me. So I use this, and it's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And it has these little ridges on it. And you can see it has these little tiny ridges on it that help catch the hairs and then cut them off so that you won't have any like stubble left. But yeah, and it has this protective case, which is nice for traveling so that you don't cut yourself. That's always nice. And so the last thing that I have is bows. I absolutely have been loving, loving, loving bows. And I always put my hair back like this. A lot of times I love this half pulled back style, and then I just put a little bow on top, and it looks so classy, so nice, so elegant, spices up anything that you are wearing. I promise, if you try bows, you'll love them forever. Forever. Alright. So that is my April favorites, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.